My mind, or what's left of it, body and soul, is telling me that I am the guru of Big Brother's Big Mouth. And welcome to Big Brother's Big Mouth. Joining me tonight, I have former EastEnder Wendy Richard. And fabulously talented singer and songwriter Dane Bowers. And this outspoken bunch of gobshites, the studio audience. Unfortunately, we'll be chatting to them later. But first, remember, we want to hear what you've got to say, so get in touch by phoning us, texting us, or emailing us your eyepieces and messages via the website. Well, our resident cheesy quaver, Tracy, has finally come out of her shell. And now that she's a guru, she's safe for another week. So, we'll just have to deal with it.
Tracy, time to strut your stuff. Tracy.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Get it!
All I wanted was a little fun.
Deal with it!
Got a brain like bubblegum.
Rock hard, man.
I'm
getting to know Tracy a lot more.
It's actually very, very funny.
She is?
Well, if she's got a drink in her, she's more fun. You fell over.
Do you think Ziggy and Chanel's relationship was genuine?
No.
Look, fuck you, Tracy. You have not got a clue how genuine that was.
But obviously not liked in the house, am I? I don't deal with lies in my life, so I won't deal with them in here.
Tracy, I accepted you the way you are, with all your...
Because I'm honest, mate.
You're a perfect human being, yeah? With all your shit and all your habits. You're a hypocrite, that's why. Yeah, you're a hypocrite.
Come on then.
Oh my God, what have I done? All I wanted was a little fun.
We've called this discussion Trace to the Finish Line. Wendy, Tracy's come out of a shell. Do you think we'd like to see a new Tracy? And I fucked that question up.
I liked Tracy at the beginning of the show, and then I thought she went off a bit. She didn't really seem to do anything or join in. So it's great to see her like this today, really.
She actually sleeps a lot. What's your opinion on that, Dane?
I think, to be honest, I think she's got it in her head now that no one likes her. I mean, she scares the shit out of me, personally.
Why?
I think she's great, but I honestly God think she could beat the crap out of
Do you think she looks like Sean Penn with a wig on?
Huh?
Do you think she looks like Sean Penn with a wig on?
I think she could probably beat up everyone in the house at the same time.
She's been really argumentative tonight. Is she in danger of losing any bonds with the other housemates?
She's got a bloody cheek to criticise Jerry. When she goes, whatever housemate, whatever they say, she goes, oh yeah, and then she goes, oh yeah, and then she goes behind their back and tells them all. Very, and she shouldn't criticise the others at all.
Does anybody here have any idea why she actually might be arguing more at the moment? Oh God, you will drag me over, I'll sit on your face. Squeeze up, go on.
Hello, babe.
Hi, love.
The eye makeup.
Oh, thank you, it's killing me.
I think
I
think she's getting a bit too cocky because she's been up for eviction 4 times and she thinks she's been saved 4 times, but she hasn't been saved. It's just that we've had bigger fish to fry. Her time's coming, but she doesn't know this. She just thinks, oh, you know.
And also, may I say, Mr. Burns, after week 2, hello, my darling. After week 2 or 3, she had to enlarge her vocabulary. She couldn't say
enlarge her what?
Her vocabulary.
Oh, okay.
She couldn't say fat and avid anymore.
Really?
We were getting fed up of it. So she had to enlarge her vocabulary and become human. So now we're seeing I think we're seeing the real her, which is not very pleasant.
No. Does anybody in here actually like Tracy? Oh, you do?
I like Tracy.
You never shut up, do you? Go on. What do you like about her?
No, I like Tracy because I think that she's real. Okay, when she got with Charlie and Nikki, she was just
have a fight,
really...
you two stop pulling each other's hair out. Come on.
Yes, it's my turn.
Yeah.
No, when she got with Charlie and Nikki, she was like very, argumentative and kind of two-faced and whatever. But I think she's having a good time with the boys now. She's sort of like,
Does anybody here think she's just a two-faced bitch?
She's just a waste of space. I hope she goes. The sooner the better.
You just simply don't like her, do you?
Absolutely.
And why is that?
Totally waste of space, honestly she is. Now she's just come out, we didn't know nothing about her, and all of a sudden...
Go easy on the poor cow. Go easy on the poor cow.
She's structured to say all she's ever doing is saying get over it, sort it out, having a go at people, but she hasn't got any solutions. She hasn't got anything useful to do in response.
Aren't you Mr. Know-It-All? Have you been in the house?
Well, once or twice.
So you know the game inside out, don't you?
Well, yeah, you know, you occasionally play these things.
But at least she's straight with people. Does anybody have an opinion on that?
Stop.
No, go away. See, I got another loser.
She just says whatever, really. She just goes with the flow.
She's the biggest two-faced woman you'll ever meet. She's having a go at Ziggy now because all of Ziggy's friends is not there to defend him.
This
Straight
sounds
in
like
the attack.
You know what? This has sounded like she could be guillotined at any moment.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, well, everybody here is a bit down on...
She's good.
Okay, well, we've got a friend on the phone. Who better to talk about this than Tracy's best friend, Ben? Hiya, Ben.
Hi, Pete.
How are you?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yourself?
I'm not too bad. Do you think we're seeing the real Tracy?
You're starting to now, mate. Yeah, definitely. She's definitely coming out of skin since Charlie and that Nicky's gone.
Do you think she's made any true friends in the house?
I wouldn't have said she'll keep them when she's left the house. I mean, it's just the fact that you're in the house with a load of people, isn't it?
Do you think she's been stirring up shit in there?
Maybe a little bit, but then who don't?
I don't know. Do you think she could actually win? Do you think she's got any chance of winning?
Yeah, I think she's got a good chance.
Can I hear all that from the studio audience? Are we divided on that? No. Okay, thank you, Ben.
No worries, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wendy, do you think she could actually win?
Well, I don't know, you see, because...
Just say no.
Oh, no, don't say no, Wendy. Let it roll.
Well, I really... I'm not at all sure now. She has been quite outspoken tonight, and it's good to see she's got a bit of spark in her, you know, and she obviously knows a fake from... an original, from a genuine, and but we won't go there, will we? I'm not sure. You see, I wouldn't even mind if Liam won. Forget that he had that money awarded him. I think he's a decent chap.
He's the only one who's never ever gone against anything he said.
Why do you think the other housemates voted for her over Brian?
Huh?
I think that it's a simple fact of that no one thinks that Brian's going to be voted out, and I think that's probably why they've done that. I think, when you've got people like Brian and Liam in the house, you know, I don't think there's any chance anyone like Tracy can win it. Anyway.
Okay, over to the executioners who've got nothing good to say tonight. What's anybody else's opinion here? Why do you think the housemates voted for her over Brian? You look like you want to say something.
What was that?
Get your ears waxed. Anyone else hear that question? Because I've forgotten what it was. Can somebody...
I think Brian's safe. Yeah. I think he's safe. Everyone loves him. He's got to win it. He's got to win it.
Yeah,
why?
Brian's playing a game like.
What?
Oh, do tell.
Listen. Brian acts gives it all the big in the diary room, but in real life, he is playing a game.
Well, after all that, I think it's time we took a look at some exclusive footage of Liam chatting to Jerry about Tracy.
Yeah, well, I think everybody's warmed up during the last couple of days, so she's obviously making an effort. I mean, that's all we've constantly, for the last week or something, all I've heard is people saying to her, bloody hell, Tracy, I've never seen this side of you.
Yeah, I saw a different side of her, and now I understand why she's lonely, because she fucked it up completely with me and with Ziggy.
Do you think, Wendy, there's too much talking going on behind people's backs?
I think there is. Much as I have enjoyed watching Big Brother, it has been slightly boring this week, and today it's only just started to spark up again when the argument's over doing the shopping list, and now with Tracy kicking off. But I do think it's unfair that they then go and speak. They'd have a conversation with one person and then promptly go into another room and give a completely different version of it.
I think that's Big Brother in general. I think the only person...
Dane, do you think they should be more straight with each other?
I don't think it's never going to be like that.
Why?
You know, the people that get picked to do the show are, you know, usually nuts. apart from the celebrity one. No, I think, to be honest, the only...
don't start me now, Dame Bowers. Don't start me now. I've seen that video. Don't go there, I'm tired. So you think they're specifically picked because they're a bit unscrewed?
I think so. I mean, I've got to be honest, the only person who's ever been up front the whole way through is Liam.
Do you think any of them are actually real friends in there? No.
I mean, they'll be friends outside because they'll get a bit more publicity if they're seen together.
Do you think any of them are actually real friends in there, or is it just showbiz shite?
Brian and Liam. I think that Brian's a true person.
I like your lipstick.
Oh, thank you very much. I like yours too. No, I think he's a true person. I think he's real. He's himself. He speaks what he's got on his mind, and you know, he's just.
He's
cool.
a straight talker.
Yeah.
So you really like him?
I really do.
Carol's the biggest fake in that house. Yeah.
Are you ever gonna shut the fuck up? Verbal diarrhea here. Have you been gargling with X-Lax? Christ almighty. Here, I'll tell you what, mate. You have it. Do you want to read that? Now it's time for the part of the show that fellow Liverpudlian Wayne Rooney, who the fuck is he? He described as harder to follow than a Spot the Dog book. It's the eyepiece.
I think there's a subliminal game plan going. He's worn the English, Irish, Scotland and Wales t-shirts. So he's trying to reach out to all of the people to try and vote him in, to keep him in.
Right, you win. Hey, the twins are fit as fuck as well. See you later. Bye.
I hope Jonty goes out of the Big Brother house because I cannot stand his farting. I hope Liam will win. Vote for Liam.
Is anybody else sick and tired of listening to Ziggy on about what we all think of him? Well, I'll tell you what we think of him. I better not. Liam is getting cocky and clever on what he did to Amy, the dirty. And Carol.
Remember, you can send your messages to the mouthpiece or send your videos to the eyepiece via our website, or send them directly from your mobile phone by texting them to 07730 444 400. Texts cost your standard network MMS rate. It's time for us to take a quick break and time for me to take a piss, but I'll see you again in a few minutes. Piss break. Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth. Still with me are Wendy Richard and star of a raunchy video, Dame Bowers. And, of course, the studio audience. Now, who better to talk about Big Brother than the Twitchers of West London's Wetland Centre? And what better way to get their opinions than by dumping a talking box in the middle of the wilderness?
Hello. Out of all the housemates, who's being a tit?
Oh, Ziggy's the biggest tit of all. Ziggy is a complete and utter tit.
And he does look like Cliff Richard, and he does sound like Cliff Richard, and I'm sure he would love to be Cliff Richard.
Has anyone been sticking their beak in where it doesn't belong?
I think Carol's got the biggest sticky beak.
Carol, she's a bit too mumsy, I think. She would annoy me, and I bet she smells too.
Do you think any of the housemates will come out with egg on their face?
Cara Louise needs a good egg on her face for saying she should be a minor celebrity.
Tracy might have egg on her face because of stripping down to her underwear and trying it on with the boys. But, you know, good luck to her, frankly.
So who's top of the pecking order?
I think Carol, by far the bossiest.
Yeah, top of pecking order is definitely Jonty. Brian or Liam.
Got some visitors.
Tonight was the moment of truth for the housemates, as Big Brother found out what they were really thinking. So we've decided to have a look at their individual answers, and we've called this discussion, yawn, Home Truths. Let's look at the first clip.
Do you enjoy moaning?
No.
Lie.
OK, Mr. Bowers, does Carol just enjoy moaning too much?
I don't think she knows she's doing it most of the time.
Do you think you could make her moan?
Have you seen the video? I'm having horrible visions now.
And what are those visions?
I don't think we need to talk about Carol moaning. God, no.
Wendy, do you think she's a party pooper?
Oh, Carol, I want to know about this video.
Do you want to tell them all about the video, Dane?
No.
No, he likes to hide his light under a bushel. Never mind, moving swiftly on. Do you think she's a party pooper?
You see, I thought
a dried up old husk of a cow.
Oh, please don't. We mustn't be uncharitable. No, I thought she has done a good job in looking after them in the house, whether they wanted to be looked after or not. She's cooked for them. She's cleaned. Because, let's face it, they're
Do you think that's a power trip, though? She's a certain authority over them.
They're incapable of looking after themselves. At least she's looked after them. Give them.
So she's like a mother figure in there.
She is.
Oh, someone over here is scriking. Oops. Flat shoes and over his arse. Come on, what do you think? Squeeze up there, love. Rub-a-dub-dub.
I'm going to take this. That's Carol's raison d'etre. What else has she got? Nobody fancies her.
Raison d'etre? Are we in France?
Very much. Nobody fancies her. What has she got to do?
Why do you think that could be?
Well, I'm a lady.
So am I. OK, let's take a look at the next clip sometimes.
Are you jealous of Brian's relationship with Amanda?
No.
OK, you've got a lot of opinions here. Do you think Liam just misses actually being close to someone, physical contact?
He misses the adoration. He misses that. He was the big man, the alpha male with moobs.
Moobs, yeah, man boobs.
But we can't help that.
Yeah.
And he misses
you're
it.
a bitch.
I am. You should meet my mum.
Oh, okay. All right, what do you think?
What about Liam?
What about Liam?
He's definitely jealous. He's definitely jealous of the relationship. But he's because he's had the thing with Amy. It's sort of like, oh well, I can't really be, how I want to be with Amanda because everyone will look on me as a tart.
Do you think this will take a toll on him and Brian's friendship?
Oh yes, it will. Oh yes, it will. Of course it will. Even if they both don't want to on the outside, their psyche won't allow it to not happen.
He already has. Yeah.
Hold on 1 minute. Someone else got an opinion. Hold on.
Well,
I've got a feeling that people have got mistaken with having a sister relationship and actually having a relationship.
Yes,
and
I agree.
That he is having a sister relationship with them, and that is it.
Okay, moving swiftly on. We're going to get another clip.
Do you feel at a disadvantage to your fellow housemates?
Yes.
Wendy, do you think the old housemates have been welcoming enough to the new ones, or do you think they're just being territorial? Please say yes.
I think they're being very territorial, and in a way it's not fair on those from the halfway house. I don't think they've had a fair crack at the whip, quite honestly. And I know
I'm sure Johnsy give them a crack of a whip.
Well, it could liven things up a bit in there.
I think we really need that, don't you?
Eh?
We think we really need something to liven up in there.
I mean, all right, I know they go on about his farting and everything, but, I mean, ignoring that, I think he's quite a nice bloke, and he's not stupid. They seem to dislike anyone who is more intelligent than they are.
OK, let me get over to Mr. Shitmouth here. Do you think Johnsy can ever be accepted by the other house? I'm sure you got something to say.
Well, no, he's not going to be accepted, but let's be honest, he's got probably one of the best chances of winning.
No!
Yes, he has! Zip it! No, Johnson's got one of the best chances of winning. Zip it!
Have you quite finished?
I'll come back to you.
OK, pull the chain when you've finished. OK, here's clip number 4.
Are you attracted to any of your fellow housemates?
Yes.
This is Liam, man. We all know it.
Liam, definitely Liam.
OK, I'm over in Queer Corner with my husband. I want you to tell me who Jerry actually fancies in the house, because you've got very strong opinions. Who does he fancy in the house, Michael?
I think it's pretty obvious that Jerry fancies Ziggy.
Yeah! Why would that be, Michael? Oh, do tell.
No, because Jerry's already said the type of man that he likes, and Ziggy's the only one that falls within that bracket.
And what is that bracket?
Smaller than him.
Smaller
kind
in
of
what
a bit
way,
more
Michael?
effeminate. Not as in
Okay,
not as in
Michael.
penis size, as in height.
Moving swiftly on, can we just roll that next clip?
Are you enjoying life in the Big Brother house?
She doesn't like all the pettiness.
But no one likes it, Kel.
I know.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh.
Come on, Fish. She hates it.
Dane.
Yes.
Why is Cara Louise not enjoying herself anymore?
I just think I've got to be honest. The new housemates, I actually disagree. I think the new housemates are kind of rightfully sort of treated as a bit of outsiders because the others have been through so much more than they have. And I think that she's. I mean, the thing is, I think we were saying earlier, she's too nice to be in the house. She's a nice girl, but she's really boring.
Should she get involved with them more? Push herself on them?
He's going to get it in a minute.
He really is. I can't believe him. Go on.
I'm joking. No, I just think that she's nice, but she's just boring, really. Isn't she?
Nice is boring, isn't it? That's why I'm vile.
She's nice to look at, and then she opens her mouth.
Say that again. She's nice.
She's nice to look at, and then she opens her mouth, and it all goes wrong.
Can I just segue? Can I just segue back to Jerry?
Raison d'etre.
He's a pomp. Jerry is a pomp.
Okay, honey. I'm running out of time now.
He's a pompous ass. He's a pompous ass.
That's all from me for tonight. A big thanks to my guests. Thank you. And this absolutely amazing audience, the best yet. See you tomorrow. I'm off for a shag. Good night.
121 22 16. To vote for Carol, call 090 11 21 22 or 2. To vote for Jerry, call 090 11 21 22 13. To vote for Jonty, call 090 11 21 22 21. To vote for Cara Louise, call 090 11 21 22 22. To vote for Liam, call 090 11 21 22 18. At least 10 pence from each call will be donated to charity, details of which can be found at channel4.com/bigbrother.